The design of the product is one of the most important attributes since that is the thing the customer sees. In this lecture you will learn more about how to make an attractive and animated interface. As in the previous lecture, you will learn this by working on an example coming soon plugin. First, let's review all the things that we already have by including Bootstrap and Font Awesome in this plugin. On the Bootstrap homepage, you can see all the options that this framework offers you, from carousels to labels to progress bars. In this example, we are going to add a progress bar. Just copy the HTML into the template redirect function. Add this code just below the heading. Change the progress bar percentage to the CS tasks percentage PHP variable. Then go ahead and create that variable. First by creating a dash and star arrays, and then by counting the number of elements as described in this example. After you add the progress bar, let's add icons to the main headings of the landing page. FA key for the key icon animation. Also FA lock for the heading and a calendar for the release date. At last, modify the right part of the interface and add the subscription form, which will be saved via Ajax. Under the launch date, enter the code for the form. It needs two types of fields: a text field for the email with an ID of CSI email, and a button with ID CSI button. Enter subscribe as button text. For this animation you also need something else: a loading icon and a loading success notification. The icon is created with Font Awesome, with the FA Spinner class and a loading image ID. You should also hide it with style with display property set to none. The loading success layer should have two classes, alert and alert success. These are classes used by Bootstrap. Set the raw attribute to alert and hide the layer with display set to none. Inside the layer, enter a success message. This is the HTML code that you will need to use with JavaScript and Ajax that will save the information in the database. Now let's modify the main CSS file to add the new things that you need for the icon animation and the subscription form. Make sure that all IDs and classes are set properly like the example. First, add the position property set to relative for the CSI inner class. Next, add a new class FAKey for the key icon. Set all properties like the example and add a CSS3 animation. As you can see, you need to add the animation called key shadow. The reason why the animation name is declared twice is because of cross-browser compatibility. Next, add the animation direction set to 4 seconds and the animation iteration to infinite. To declare the key shadow rule, add the code as false. For 0% add color white or hex FFF, and for 50% you need gray color. In order to create an icon animation, you need to use jQuery. When the key icon is dragged over the lock icon should unlock the tasks. First, use a draggable jQuery function for the key icon FAKey. Use the snap option so that the icon is snapped when it gets close to the lock icon. Setting revert to true will revert the key icon to its original position when dropped somewhere else. Then you need to modify the drag event. You can see full description of this event on the jQuery UI homepage in the documentation section. What you need to do here is get the position of the key, and if the top property is higher than 37 pixels and the left lower than 101, when it is placed exactly over the lock or have surpassed the lock, that means that the animation should start. In the current example, you need to hide the key, show the CSI row, and unlock the lock icon. Now let's move to the Ajax configuration for the subscription form. This function is activated when the subscription button is clicked. First, you need to show the loading image and hide the subscription fields and button. Then construct the data object with the following values. Set the key action to CSI email, whatever is a random number, and CSI email to pass the email of the subscriber. Then use the jQuery Ajax function with type set to post. The URL is set as part of the Ajax object passed by WordPress. Don't forget to pass the data object here. If the Ajax call is successful, it will pass a response. Here you need to hide everything and show the loading success message. PHP function for the Ajax call is needed to capture the passing CSI email variable and save it in the database. Add that function in the functions.php file. WordPress gathers and executes Ajax PHP code through the wp ajax nopref action. Nopref is added when the user don't have to be logged in. You can attach this action to the CSI email callback function. The email callback function is very simple. First get the CSI email list option. Then, if the option is already saved, update it. If it's not, add a new option with the CSI email field as value. So you can review the email list variable. You need to show it in the CSI admin view function above. Just add a new heading and print the list using the forEach PHP function as in the example. Now upload all files to the server and test it quickly. You should get this type of interface. Drag the key icon to make sure it's working fine. Then you can test the subscription form. Great! In the next lecture you will learn more about how to properly test your plugin. Thank you for listening.